Hi everybody, and welcome to my first episode of the Faithful Doula Podcast. I'm really excited. It's been a long time coming. I've been wanting to do this for a while, but I haven't had the energy to do it because I am pregnant, 7 months pregnant, and it's exhausting to get all of this put together, but I'm finally here. I'm finally doing it, and I hope you're excited to join me on this journey. So this podcast is mainly going to be on informing you all on what a doula does, and also to let you know what's happening in my personal life with my pregnancy and also with my career, since I'm just taking off as a doula. So I want this to be more of a track record for myself, as well as being, the person that extends some information out into the community. So what is a doula? A doula is a professional birth worker, and we provide informative, emotional, and physical support to all mamas who are in their pregnancy and labor, as well as postpartum. I am a birth and postpartum doula. So as a birth doula, I'm there prenatally to pretty much inform you on all your rights in the hospital setting, home birth, and birth center settings. So I'm there just to provide you with that information that you probably didn't know before, even if you read books and whatnot. I'm there to provide you that extra help. And also, if you have any questions along your pregnancy and you want to ask me, I'm there to send you some resources. So that's what I do prenatally. I also do some little childbirth education as well. I am actually on my journey to become a childbirth educator, certified childbirth educator, and I'm super excited about that. I love teaching, I always have, and so to be able to inform all the people in my communities, both partners and laboring person, I want to inform all you guys on what you guys need and what your options are, and I don't think we have that enough in our communities. I live in San Fernando Valley, and we don't really have, the resources that a lot of other upscale, communities have. And I'm so excited to be that person that just shines some light on how important it is to prep for labor and also just parenthood in general. So I'm here to be that person for you guys, and I'm excited. I'm really excited. This is my passion. So as a birth doula, backtracking, as a birth doula, I am there prenatally and during labor. Prenatally, I'm there to inform you, like I said, and I'm also there to get close to you so you don't feel like a stranger is with you in such a very important part in your life. Oh my God, look, I'm sweating. When it comes to the laboring portion of my birth doula role, I see you when you're in active labor. During early labor, you're already prepped on what to do, because during our prenatals, I covered that. I covered how to manage your pain and what your partner can do to help you, or what your supporting person can do to help you when I'm not there in the early stages. And I'm on call. So if you need anything or you need advice on what you should do, I'm just a phone call away or a text message away. And then when I see or I can tell that you're about to enter active labor, I head on over. Depending on how far you are, I usually try to calculate it correctly, and I shoot over and I don't leave your side. The only time that's different is right now, because COVID, which sucks, doulas cannot go into the hospital with you. And now what doulas are doing is that we're helping you out virtually. Just a text message away. Some people FaceTime, some people just stay on the phone. Whatever the family is comfortable with, we will just, provide that type of support. But we cannot enter. There's only maybe 1 or 2 hospitals in LA that are allowing it right now, and with the second wave, who knows, and everything is changing. So we do offer virtual support, which is great, and I'm happy with modern technology we're able to do that. And so after that, let's say you were at a home birth or you were at a birth center, Or if it was in COVID times, I don't leave your side until an hour or two after baby's born and you feel comfortable with me leaving. And then after that, I meet you 1 or 2 times more after baby's born to make sure that you're okay, baby's okay. If you have any questions, I'm there to provide you resources or anything I can help with. I'm there for you. And we pretty much go over your birth story. What did you like? What did you not like? How do you feel about it? All of that stuff. I just want to see how you're doing, or see how the family's doing, how baby's doing. So, and I actually love that part. It's like my favorite part with my clients. And that's why I became a postpartum doula. As a postpartum doula, I'm there to pretty much help you transition into parenthood. And I'm not a nanny for you. I don't do everything for you. I'm pretty much there to guide you into how life is going to be with this new member into your family. Because hospitals just send you on your way and you're just like, what am I going to do with this creature? Like, what do I do now? I read all the books on pregnancy and labor, and what do I do now that I'm alone at home with them? Like, what do I do? So that's what I'm trained for, and I can guide you, in a sense, train you to do that. So I can help with baby wearing, I can help with, setting up car seat, or swaddling your baby, or how many times should I feed my baby, or, bottle, pacifier, breastfeeding, whatever the parents decide, I can help with your options and give you all different types of options and all different types of resources that you need. I have 100 doulas on my side as well, because we all communicate with each other, and if I need advice, I can find that advice and give it to you. And so it's a beautiful community that I'm in, honestly, and we're all very helpful within each other. So if for some reason I don't know the answer, I will find someone who knows the answer for you, and that's my job as well as a doula. So postpartum is great because I get to play with babies, and who doesn't like playing with babies? Well, there's some people, but not me. I love playing with babies, so it's a great job, honestly. Like, I cannot complain. And then that's what I do. Since I'm on my journey to become a certified childbirth educator, I am prepping up a class so I can, be a virtual childbirth educator for now. I realize that hospitals are doing the bare minimum, trying to educate parents, and I don't want that for us. I don't want that for my community, and I'm going to be that change. Like, I will, and I will be the resource for everyone around me. So I'm trying to form a really good program for you guys. So stay tuned for that. That's coming. Let your pregnant friends know that I'm coming for you guys, and I'm going to be giving really great, promotions, and I'm going to be giving really good prices and whatnot. So I want it to be available for all, and it's more for you guys to get to know me as well, and just for you guys to get all the information you need to make wise decisions on what you want and know what you're being forced to do at the hospitals and whatnot. So I want you to just be informed at all times. I want you to know your rights. I want you to be able to advocate for yourself. I want you to be confident when you go into hospital settings. Like, I want all this for everybody around me. So, and beyond, if this reaches more people, more power to it, but it's starting off mainly for my people. And like I said, if it reaches more people, more public, like, by all means, like, that's wonderful. But that is my story or not story, but that is my goal here. The second part of this channel is going to be about my journey to motherhood and, like, my pregnancy journey and all of that stuff. So I'm really excited to share that part of me. I haven't had the energy to do that. I've been really just enjoying my pregnancy. I've no complaints here. Honestly, there's so many women that I know struggle during their pregnancy, and I feel really bad because I know it must suck. Like, it must suck to be one of those moms, but thankfully I've gotten very few backlashes of being pregnant. And down the road, I'm gonna be discussing all of my pregnancy symptoms that I have experienced, and I'm really excited to share that with you. There's gonna be an episode, maybe next episode, maybe in 3 episodes, we'll see, but it's gonna be a full episode on just from the moment I got pregnant all the way until right now, which is 7 months. And I'm really excited to share that journey with you guys. It's been a good ride. It's been a really wonderful ride, and I'm super excited for her to get here. And I'm so excited for motherhood. I'm nervous, don't get me wrong, because we're not perfect, and I know I'm gonna make mistakes, but I'm super excited to be a mama, and I can't wait for her to get here. But I also am enjoying my belly now, and because it's finally here, it's finally cooking, she's finally growing, and I'm finally seeing baby, and I'm really excited about that. So I'm enjoying my belly time as much as possible. They always say, you're gonna miss your belly, and I'm like, I know I will. I'm already missing it, and it's still here. So I'm really excited to share that part of my life with you guys. Now, part 3 of this channel is going to be questionnaires. So, imagination. So, questionnaires. And I'm really excited about this portion because I feel like it's gonna get me very close to my community. I will be posting on my Instagram like a question box, and I'm gonna be like, hey, do you have any questions for me that I can answer on my next podcast? And that's when I would love for you guys to interact with me on anything you're curious about, anything you want to know, whether it's about my doula career or it's about anything pregnancy, labor, postpartum, or breastfeeding, anything that has to do with my own pregnancy, anything at all, anything you think that I can provide you with, please let me know. I would be more than willing to answer, and it also allows me to know that you guys are here for me, and I love you. And so thank you to those who have already sent me questions. Like, I haven't even started, and you guys are already being very supportive, so I love you. So 2 questions I'm going to answer. One of them is, what made you decide to be a doula? Well, the answer to that is actually very extended. I'm actually going to do a whole episode on how I decided to become a doula, or what even brought me to become a doula. But the short answer starts with literally from one day to another. That's literally it. In April of this year, of 2020, I decided I wanted to be a doula. Why and how? I was looking for different routes to become a midwife. And so I was Googling and then YouTubing. And then you know that YouTube wormhole you just get sucked into? Well, I got sucked into that, and I got sucked into the birth worker world, and it brought me to the doula world. And I was like, doula? What is a doula? Like, what do they even do? And they do everything. Just kidding. But they, honestly, amazing people on these YouTube channels. And I was like, these people are like my people, my type of people. Like, is this where I belong? Because everything they're describing, all the personalities, I'm like, it's me, it's who I am. Like, this has to be my calling. And I had told my partner, like, hey, should I do this? Like, I started Googling, like, trainings and stuff like that. And from literally one night of Googling and doing my research, I looked over at him, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna become a doula. And I did it. And I just decided like that. And I was really excited about it. I'm still really excited. I'm only 6 months in, and I've gotten so much experience already, and I'm excited to learn more. And honestly, like, every single labor I've been to, it's just like, it's all just going into my mind, and it's just implanting more seeds into me. And every single time I talk to a laboring person, I'm just like, wow, I'm really happy I'm doing this, or I decided to do this. So yeah, it just from one day to another, honestly, is the answer to that question. And then the other question was, what is more important, being in the house with the laboring person or being at the hospital? And the answer to that is both. Honestly, I can't imagine, if I had to choose one, I would say in the hospital, just because you're out of your comfort zone, you know, there's strangers there, there's all these type of noises that we're not at home, and then sometimes doctors or providers, they try to convince you to do things you don't even know about, or you're being forced to do it, you're being bullied into doing it, and you need that advocate for you. And like I said, we don't advocate for you, we don't speak up for you, but we kind of inform you on what they're telling you. Like, they might be using big words or using vocab that you don't know, and we're there like, this is what he means, this is what he means, this is what he means. These are your choices, you decide. And then you have that power, or you gain that trust to be like, hey, I don't want that. So I feel like in the hospital is more important, but also laboring at home is not easy, and mamas freak out, especially if it's their first time. They don't know what pain, if the pain they're feeling is normal. So I think that's important too. So honestly, both are very important, but if I had to choose one, it would be in the hospital setting. And like I said before, and that's what really sucks, because of COVID, we're not physically able to be there for you. But for the parents that decide to have a doula, even if they're at a hospital, it's great that you guys have us there. It's great that you guys were just a call away, and you have any questions, and you know, we can inform you on what to do. It's great that we have that option, because honestly, like, I've heard so many stories where people get bullied all the time, and then they're traumatized with their birth story, and I don't want that. I want to be the reason why a person could have had a trauma story and ended up having a beautiful story. Obviously, at the end of the day, it's not my fault if something goes wrong, and you know, everything happens for a reason, things like that, and every birth story is different, everything has a different outcome. But if I could have made that you know, like, little difference, to me, that's enough. And I want to be able to provide that difference for as many families as I can. So I hope that answered that question to Vanessa, since you were the one that asked that. So thank you guys again for, like, doing this for me in a sense, because you guys convinced me to do this. And also thank you for supporting me. Please share this podcast, this channel, this link, whatever, however you see this or hear this. Share with your friends, share with your pregnant friends, share with people who want to get pregnant at one point, share with people that just want to know more about childbirth education, share it with friends and family all over the spectrum. You know, my information can help somebody, and that's all I want. That's my goal. So I love you guys.